You're very welcome, Minister Rabbitte, into the House today, and congratulations on your elevation, and I'm sure you're going to do this sector proud. Firstly, I want to recognise the sterling work of parents and carers for people with disabilities. It truly is a labour of love and devotion. To contribute to the life of someone with special needs and to help them to achieve at least some of their potential is a thing of beauty. It is also invaluable to the individuals themselves, to their communities and indeed to the state. I know that in my own county of Meath, the Daycare Centre on Cuscain in Navan provides services to 24 adults. These 24 adults have not had their day service restored since March. This is unacceptable. Many of those parents of these adult children would be in their late 70s and in their 80s. So if you can do something with regard to that particular centre, I would really appreciate it. No suitable alternative day service has been offered to these parents. Very often these adults are being looked after at home by elderly parents. This is indeed putting immense pressure and strain on these parents who need assistance and respite. They are close to burnout, and many parents across the country in similar circumstances are feeling the exact same way. These parents have done our state a great service and made a huge sacrifice to continue to care for their sons and daughters in a loving family setting. The state cannot abandon these families. I have read reports in the media regarding the redeployment of senior HSE therapists to work as COVID-19 testers and contact tracers. This is a real concern in light of growing waiting lists and cancelled clinics. The staff include speech and language therapists, physiotherapists and occupational therapists who would have been working in primary care and disability services. Some of those have been deployed for a second time since the pandemic began, and in fear their deployment is now long-term, having written to the HSE management expressing concern. They have said their profession and disciplines are being undervalued. Therapists have stated through the media about the detrimental impact on both adults and children's services by the cessation and reduction in service. Particularly for children with disabilities, therapists have warned that preventing access to services could adversely affect their development. And like too with the adult services, years have been lost. 19,000 adults with disability receive day service supports. Of these, 5,000 people receive a day service or part of their residential placement. Due to COVID-19 restrictions, disability service locations closed in March. On May the 31st, the framework for the resumption of the adult disability services was published, and the guidance to support this framework was published on July the 8th. The guidance is to enable safe and person-centred disability day service supports to be provided in line with current public health guidelines. On the 28th of September, the Government announced that 10 million is being made available in 2020 to support the resumption of day services and enhance home support services for disability service users. This includes the 7.5 million, which will increase day services by 1 day a week for over 14,000 adults. And unfortunately, the 24 adults in Meath are not getting that. I would like to ask the Minister, has this money been allocated and where to? Also, what progress has been made in restoring vital services to restore some quality of life to service users and their families? What action has the Minister taken to ensure that all HSE-run centres for people with disabilities have been adequately trained and equipped in relation to COVID-19 protection measures? And have independently run centres been given the support they need in order to maintain the provisions of vital services to people with disabilities too? So thank you, Minister.